this morning is intentions. We are beings who absolutely can manifest through intentions. Through combining the motivation of desire with informational knowledge and practice skills, we have the capacity to generate in the physical world what began simply as thought energy. This is pure grace, and it is always available to every one of us. Let us realize the magnificence and spiritual power of creating clear intentions. So as you continue nice, deep three-part yogic breaths, allow yourself, please, if you choose, to form an intention. And then just breathe that intention in and out as you begin to draw the breath in and out of the heart. And really let it manifest within the heart and connect to that spiritual essence within. For as we combine our intentions with that spiritual essence, they become very powerful. So allow yourself 2 more breaths here as you really formulate an intention. And just breathe it in and out of the heart and begin to realize that we are all breathing in and out each other's intentions as one intention. And feel the power of that just weaving through the sea of humanity. 1 more breath. Realize just how powerful an intention is. And then with your next in-breath, let's bring the palms to the heart. Let's all exhale together, please. On an in-breath, sweep the arms out to the side, all the way up to the sky. Look as you stretch. And on an exhale, allow a beautiful silent Om to just melt down and through as we collect the crown chakra, the third eye, and bring it all into the heart. Allow the intention that you set to be the foundation of your practice. And may you find it in each and every pose, in each and every breath. Very gently open the eyes. And let's allow ourselves, please, to lift up nice and tall. Draw the arms out. On an in-breath, interlace the fingers up above the head. Take a really nice stretch. Draw the shoulder blades down. In other words, retract them down, and on an exhale, just rotate to the right. On the in-breath, come back to neutral and allow yourself to rotate to the left, please. On an in-breath, come back to the center, really stretch up. And then on an exhale, melt the arms back behind you, interlace the fingers. Draw the one fist away from you as you externally rotate the shoulders. Allow the heart to puff just slightly. Draw the navel to spine. Take a full in-breath. And as you exhale, fold forward. Allow yourself to rock over to the right, stretching into the left lower back. Drop back to the center, please, and stretch all the way over to the left. Drop back to the center, please, and on an in-breath, release the one fist, lift upright, and interlace the fingers the uncomfortable way or with a different finger hold. Allow yourself again to stretch all the way up, bring the arms into the ears, draw the navel to the spine. Take a full in-breath, and as you exhale, just release the arms all the way down. Let them touch the earth. On your next in-breath, let's sweep and bring left arm up over right to the right. Sweep it all the way forward and plant the left hand on the earth as you sweep the right arm up. Take it up and over as you press into that right sitting bone. Take a full in-breath, and as you exhale, sweep forward. And take it side to side 2 more times. Just a nice deep roll. 1 more time, each side, maybe looking up at the sky. Maybe not, just really loosening up. Let the arms flow. Finishing up on that left side, circling up. And then very gently just drop forward. And take 2 breaths. Reach the fingers forward. Let the eyes flow to the earth. Try to level out the back ribs and open up the heart. 1 more breath here, please. And then slowly walk back upright. If you're cross-legged, please switch and bring the other leg up. If you're in butterfly, you can stay the same or lengthen your legs out and keep them in butterfly. Or if you have one leg straightened out and one knee bent, switch legs. Lift up really nice and tall and bring the palms to the heart. On an in-breath, bring the arms all the way up to the sky, and on the exhale, bring left hand to right knee and take a twist. Allow the head with the chin level to go forward to the front shoulder. Really allow the navel sheath to turn to the back of the to the right. And then bring the head all the way back to that right shoulder. Keep the chin level and tuck the chin into that shoulder. One more breath here. Really engage the core muscles, bringing out the organs and bringing circulation into the digestive. On an in-breath, come forward and bring right arm to left knee or the left outer leg. From here, allow yourself, please, to bring chin to chest. Just allow yourself to draw nice, slow smiles along the collarbone. Continue to engage the core muscles, please. On the exhale, wringing out the organs. Feel the nice stretch as you move and draw the smile on the collarbone from side to side. And then very, very gently allow yourself to bring the chin forward to that right shoulder, looking forward. And on an exhale, come back to neutral position. From there, please lengthen the legs out, give them a nice shake, and open up wide angle. And we're just going to rock from side to side. So I'm placing my stacked palms just above the knee creases, and I'm allowing myself to really lengthen out through the legs on each side. As I go from side to side, lifting up the hiney cheek on the opposite side to really press and stretch. One more time each side, please. Good, nice flexed feet, toes back towards you. And then just allow yourself to hinge forward. So hip hinge forward, pressing into the heels, toes back towards the shin bone. And just take a couple of breaths here. Try to open up into the lower back muscles. Notice what you can open up. And come back to your intention. Really solidify the intention that you had. One more breath here, just really opening up. Maybe if it feels safe, you can press the back of the knee creases towards the earth, but not if that creates deficit into the back. And then slowly walk upright. We're going to take and melt the sternum towards the right knee. So lift up nice and tall. You can use a strap if you want. Otherwise, let's just take the left hand onto the right leg. Bend into that right elbow, left hand to right leg. Bend into that elbow and just fold forward. On an in-breath, lift up nice and tall. And on the exhale, hinge again and melt. Take one full deep breath here, please. And then on the in-breath, rise it up. Allow yourself to shift and bring the sternum towards the left kneecap. We're going to take the right hand to the left leg wherever it reaches. Lift up nice and tall. And on an exhale, fold forward. On an in-breath, rise all the way up, please. Feel that nice opening. And then take it down, pressing into the right sitting bone. Really allow yourself to lean and bring that sternum as much as you can onto that kneecap, that left kneecap. And on an in-breath, gently rise it up. Come, bring the body back to neutral and very gently allow yourself to come into butterfly. Last stretch here this morning. Lift up nice and tall. Draw the arms, bring your upper arms towards the rib cage. Let the knees pulse just lightly. Take a full in-breath, bring the knees to stillness, and on an exhale, just hinge forward. You can have a flat back or a rounded back. Bring chin to chest. And do a nice yes, very slowly with your head. As we continue to work into the cervical spine. One more nice rotation, bring chin to chest, and now round through the back ribs. Really puff and open up the middle rib cage. Press the feet together. And on an in-breath, slowly rise up. Use your hands to gather the knees together. Allow yourself, please, to bring the hands underneath the hamstrings as we come into half bow pose. So we're gonna really lift and engage through that low back. Feel the heart open slightly. Remember, you can hold. Let's all lift up onto tippy toes and then pull the toes towards your hiney cheeks, noticing how you really fire up the quads, those front upper thigh muscles. Keep the chin slightly tucked, and then maybe you lift legs up so that the heels are even with the knees, widen through the toes. Maybe you just hold right here, pull the shoulder blades down, navel to spine. This is perfect to build strength. If you choose, you can let go, and let's just take 3 more breaths. Take a full in breath and a full out breath. One more full deep breath here, really lifting up into it. And then very gently hold the back of the legs, bring the toes down. Let's cross the ankles and come right up into tabletop, please. Take a full in-breath in your tabletop, and on an exhale, let's just melt back into child's pose. Allow yourself to sway the upper torso side to side a little bit. Bring it to stillness, and take both of the hands over to the left. Try to bring the tailbone as much as you can down to the heels of the feet. And then bring it back to neutral, and let's take both arms over to the right. Really taking a nice deep stretch through that left rib wall. Lengthen out through those left fingertips. One more full deep breath here. And then come back to neutral. Take a full in breath, engage the core muscles, and as you exhale, come all the way forward. Stay on the knees. And then puff the heart to the sky, look to the sky, squeeze the hiney cheeks to protect the back. And exhale, child. One more time, draw it all the way forward, open the heart, look to the sky. And then bring the head to neutral and look to the right. Feel that stretch, bring it back to neutral and take it to the left. Draw it all the way back to neutral or center. And let's come into tabletop. From there, allow yourself to flip the right fingertips back so that the right palm is towards your rib cage. The back of the right hand is on the floor. Keep the left hand so that you're on the palm. Now press into the right hand and stretch into pressing all 5 right fingernails into the floor, the back of the hand, a nice stretch. Make sure the left shoulder blade is engaged, please, and then very gently release that right hand, open and close. Good, and just turn the right fingertips towards your kneecap with the palm on the floor, the best that you can. Right thumb towards the right side. And let's do the left hand as well, fingertips towards the knees. And just rock forward and back just a little bit. And maybe all 10 fingernails are more angled towards the side of your mat. Allow yourself to take a stretch as you take a full in-breath and an out-breath through those inner wrists. And then draw forward to release the stretch. Bring the right fingertips forward and the left. From there, allow yourself to flip the left hand so the left back of the hand is on the earth. Try to place the entire left back of your hand on the earth. And then really lengthen through both arms and press into that left back of your hand. I'll show it from this direction. And it's a really nice stretch, but you have to lengthen out through that arm. And then very gently release. And let's go ahead and lift up. And just very lightly start to shake through those wrists. And then flip the palms to the sky. Good. And then allow the palms to come together in front of you. And we're just going to roll the thumbs together, bring the backs of the hands together, And we're just gonna roll a couple of times, working into those wrists. Reverse, let the pinky fingers come together, bring the backs of the hands together. One last time, nice. Go ahead from there and tuck the toes under if you need, or bring your hands to your low back, to your hamstrings, maybe half camel. Take a couple of breaths before you come into a full camel, just opening up. You can transition into a half camel or a full camel, depending on how it feels. Or you can keep the hands right on the low back of the hamstrings. What feels good to you? And take 2 breaths here, really just opening up. One more nice, full, deep breath. Touch back into that intention with the heart skyward. And then gently rise up, untuck the toes, and gently bring it down. From here, find a nice cat-cow. Nice and slow, opening it up, easy. If you want to add a rock, you can also be up onto your fingertips. By rocking, I just mean holding the cat spine and bringing the tailbone down towards the heels. And then very, very gently come forward into your tabletop. And we're going to bring that right foot out to the side, wide. And then come down onto the palms and tuck the left toes under. And just rock to the right. I have my right toes open just a little bit. Come back to neutral and allow the left knee to come down. And then maybe come down onto the forearms, maybe not. Take one more full deep breath here. So you're either on your palms or your forearms. And then very gently rise back up onto the palms. And take and square the left corner of your mat with your hands wide, shoulder width. And then just press to the right. Maybe roll onto the right edge of the foot, lifting the inner foot off the floor. Take one more breath here. And then very, very gently, if you took the foot off the floor, bring it back. Walk the hands back. Stay on the left knee and bring the right knee back. Press all the way back into child. And let's sweep to the right. Just nice circles. One more, please. Warming everything up. And take 3 circles the other way. Notice if one hip, if that right hip feels more open than the left. And then very, very gently come back up into your tabletop. Walk the palms underneath the shoulders. And we're going to step that left foot out beyond the left side of the mat. Open the toes just a couple of, maybe 5 degrees. Allow yourself to tuck the right toes under. Come into a very modified low lunge. Press that right hip point towards the earth and then squeegee the toes back. Bring that right knee down. And then if you can, if there's room, come down onto the forearm. You can roll onto the outer edge of the left foot if you choose at this time, or you can press it down into the floor and then lean to the left. Take one more breath here, and then slowly lift back upright. And we're going to take and walk and frame that right corner of our mat with our hands spread shoulder width or even wider. And then just press to the left. Maybe roll onto the outer edge of that left foot and take a deep, deep stretch into that whole left hip, that left inner groin, that left inner leg, thigh muscles, and then come back to neutral, please. Walk the hands back. Allow yourself to stay onto the right knee and sweep the left foot back. From there, please allow yourself to lift up into down dog. Take a nice runner stretch. If you have a hurt shoulder, you can stay in tabletop and just extend the right leg out. Stay on the left knee, and then just bend the right knee into the mat, and then press and stretch through that right heel. Switch and do the left leg if you're in tabletop. And then everybody up into down dog. Take and walk, feet and hands together, please. Nice forward fold. Allow the crown of the head to come down and grab opposite elbows. Begin to feel a nice firmness into the feet. So press into the big toe mound, the little toe mound, the back of the heel. Please press into the bottom of each of the big toes. Feel that nice line from the big toe all the way to the inner back heel. And now lift the insteps. Engage the calf muscles. Squeeze an imaginary block between the upper thighs. Draw the shoulder blades down. Bring the hands to the hips, please. Draw the elbows towards each other. Engage the core muscles, and on an in-breath, rise all the way up. Bring the arms down beside you and roll the shoulders back, please. One time, and then roll them forward. From there, allow yourself to take and bring the arms upward to the sky. Let the right hand hold the left wrist, spin the left palm to the sky. And on an exhale, take it over to the right, please. Gently release, come back upright, and switch. Left hand holds right wrist, right palm to the sky. On an exhale, take it over to the other side. Gently release, come all the way back up, and on an exhale, swan dive down, nice and slow. Inhale, lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive, bring it all the way up, look up, half salutations, and exhale, keep the palms together. Come right down through the center line, bow forward. Inhale, lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive, bring it all the way up, palms to touch. And exhale, down to the heart. Take a full in-breath. And on the exhale, drop back into that intention. And let that be within that spiritual essence to enhance the power of that intention. Gently bring the hands onto the hips, please. And allow yourself to step the right foot back. Pivot onto the heel and inhale, warrior one. So we'll try to not do so much weight bearing today. Take a full in-breath, really squeeze into that right tush. And on an exhale, bring the right hand to the spine or to the left shoulder. Allow yourself to bring left hand to right elbow. Engage the core muscles and open up your heart. Feel the expanse through the collarbones. Really breathing into that intention. Lift all 5 left toes. Engaging into that right leg. One more full deep breath here. Nice. On an exhale, crown of the head to the sky. Press firmly into the feet and draw the torso as you hinge from the hips. Just tilting enough that you can really press into that right foot. Take one more breath here. And remember, you can stay upright. On an in-breath, let's rise up. On the exhale, sweep the right arm across the body. Use the left arm to hook. And just take a nice stretch through that right shoulder. Take one more breath here, please. And then on an in-breath, bring the arms all the way up to the sky. You can stay in your warrior one or come up onto your right toes into Highland warrior. Take a full in-breath, and as you exhale, allow the right hand to come across the body to reach that left thigh. Engage and hold, hug the feet towards each other, and bring that left arm all the way back and open up into a nice high twist. Take a full in-breath and a full out-breath. Work into the rotation. If you are pivoted onto your back heel, it won't be as deep, but that's perfectly fine. One more breath. We're going to spin forward, let the palms face each other, and on an exhale, hands to the hips. Pivot onto that right heel, heel toe that left foot in place, and transition right into warrior two. Take a full in breath and a full out breath. Allow yourself to lower down as much as feels safe, and then hug the feet towards each other as you bring the back shoulder in line with the front shoulder, front knee. Take a full in breath, and on the exhale, let's bring elbow to thigh, top arm to the sky. If it feels safe, look at that top arm. Take a full in breath, eyes watch the hand, and let's draw two nice big circles. Try to let the fingertips graze the earth. Really engage the muscles to the bone to keep that stability. Take it slow and easy. Two full rotations. Nice, deep, full, luscious breaths. The next time that right hand comes back by the right hip point, lift right back up into your warrior two. And take the back hand, back thigh, evolved warrior. Take a full in breath and a full out breath. Straighten the front leg and come right into evolved triangle. Breathe. One more full deep breath as we reach from left toes to left fingertips. Touch back into that intention. Feel the power of it. And then sweep the arms forward and reach right into your triangle. Bring that left hand down onto the left leg wherever it fits. Right arm up to the sky. You can also bind that right arm behind you and use it to traction and open. You can use your breath to come down lower as long as you keep everything open. You can look to the sky, you can look to the floor. You choose. One more full deep breath here, please. Soften into that front knee, eyes to the earth, and rise right back up into your version of triangle. Exhale, bend into the front knee, warrior two. Draw the palms together, touch. Exhale, warrior two. From there, allow yourself to bring right hand under left, eagle arms. If that's too much for your shoulder, just bring your palms and your forearms together. Allow yourself to take both of the elbows over to the right. And then allow yourself to bring your right shoulder. Can you close your eyes and do that? That will really make you hug in your core muscles if you close your eyes. Really open up into that left side of the neck. Bring the crown of the head back up. Woo, I'm wobbly, and bring your left shoulder. Breathe into the right side of the neck. Bring the crown of the head back up, sweep the arms open, and straighten that front leg. Allow yourself to roll all 10 toes forward. Take a full deep in breath. And on the exhale, bend into the knees and fold forward. Heel toe out, however much feels appropriate for you. Lift up onto the fingertips if that's appropriate. And then bring the hands forward and come into a nice wide-legged down dog. Feel that beautiful slope from the tailbone all the way down to the crown of the head. Really engaging. Press into the inner edges of the feet as well as the outer edges. Really engage the leg muscles and take one more full deep breath, please. As you're ready, walk the hands back underneath. Heel toe in a little bit. If you got really wide, bring the left hand right underneath the face. Use your leg strength so that this left arm is just a stabilizer. Make sure the left shoulder blade is plugged in. On an in breath, reach that right arm to the sky. And on the exhale, reach all the way through. Bend into that left elbow. Let your legs be what's weight bearing, not your left arm, and really reach that right arm across and under. On an in-breath, draw it all the way back up. And on the exhale, bring it down. Let's switch sides. So replacing, we're going to take and bring the arm up to the sky. And then on an exhale, bending into the standing arm, into that elbow as we reach through. Really feel that nice stretch into that shoulder as you reach through. And then draw it all the way back up to the sky. Look up. And on an exhale, bring it down. Adjust the fingertips underneath the shoulders. I'm going to heel toe in a little bit. I got really wide. We're going to turn to the back of the mat and find our warrior one. So go ahead and find your low lunge. Pivot onto that back heel. Set your foundation. And then on an in-breath, you can bring palms onto the thigh, press and rise up, or use the strength of the legs to bring it all the way up. Lifting nice and tall. We're going to take a full in-breath. And as we exhale, allow left fingertips to come to right shoulder or the center of the spine. Take the right hand to the left elbow and really open up through that left psoas, that left front body, from the crease of the ankle all the way up to that elbow. Set an intention to really open that up. Take a full in-breath and a full out-breath. One more full deep breath here. Hug the legs towards each other. And then if it feels safe, you can hinge from the hips and come forward, which really has you work on your leg strength. And you can stay upright. If you need to stay upright, crown of the head centered right down through the midline of the body, do so. One more breath. Soften into that knee, but keep that front hip engaged. On an in-breath, rise up. Lift the arms up, palms face each other. Maybe come onto the back toes, maybe not. Take a full in-breath, and as you exhale, sweep that left hand outside the right thigh, and then sweep and bring that arm and open up into a twist. Take a full in-breath and a full out-breath. One more full deep breath here, please. Draw shoulder blades down. And then allow yourself to bring the arms back up to the sky. Pivot onto the back heel if you're not already. Bring the arms open and heel toe into your warrior two. So take your time, feel into it. I love to seaweed and just find that nice center, so that I'm opened up on both sides of the rib cage, from underarm all the way down to the hinge of the hips. Take a full in-breath, hug the feet towards each other. On your next exhale, bring elbow to thigh, and it can be light, using all of your leg strength, or you can lean into it. If it is safe, look up. Look up at that hand. 2 full rotations. As we exhale, bring it around, forward of the crown of the head. Try to dust the fingers onto the earth, big circles. Take your time, feel into those wobbles. I can really feel my wobbles. Take it 2 full rotations. And then as that hand comes back by that left hip point, rise right up, warrior two. And take it back to evolved warrior two. Straighten into the front leg. And really stretch now from the toes to the hand. Nice deep breath. Breathe. We're going to sweep the arms forward. Keep that front leg straight. And we're just going to lengthen out and transition into triangle. Bring that top arm up or bind it behind you. Use your breath to deepen into the triangle. Whatever feels right for you. Feel the strength of the legs, feel the length of the spine. Breathing in and breathing out. 2 more full deep breaths here, please. And then on an in-breath, let's very gently rise back up. And exhale, warrior 2. One time, look towards the center of the sternum, bring the palms together, straighten the leg, and exhale. Allow yourself to come into that warrior 2. Straighten that front leg, hands onto the hips. Bring all 10 toes to the side of the mat. Allow yourself, please, on an exhale to soften into the knees. Bring the hands down to the floor. And let's just bend into that right knee and take a deep stretch through that left leg. For those of you who want to bring the tailbone down and roll onto the heel, sitting almost onto the floor and lift the toes, feel free to do that. And then roll it back around and move over to the other side. If you choose, you can bring the tailbone down. I have to really modify this because of my knees. You can lengthen out through that right leg, bring the right toes to the sky, and then roll it back around. Come to the center, and we'll take it from side to side 2 times. So you can keep your hands on the earth, or you can bring your palms together underneath you, which will add a little more challenge. Take a full in-breath, and as we exhale, bend into the right knee. Bring the tailbone back, and then switch over to the left. Draw the tailbone back. Take it back to the center and over to the right. And again, hands can be on the earth. And then take it all the way over and bend into that left knee. Good, draw it back to the center. And we're just gonna walk as we bend into that right knee and transition into low lunge. So set your foundation. And then from there, we're gonna bring the fingertips forward, and we're just gonna bring that left foot forward a little bit. And we're just gonna bow over that extended right leg. Take a full in-breath and a full out breath. Really draw the hips back, please. And then lift up into a nice flat back. Bring your right hand towards your left foot. Sweep your other arm back and come into your version of revolved triangle. Breathe into it. Nice deep breaths. Take your time. Feel a hook into that hip, just lengthening the spine. One more full deep breath here. And then on an exhale, very gently draw it all the way back down. Soften into that front knee and step back foot to front foot, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Allow yourself to lift up flat back and step the other foot back. Pivot onto the heel, all 10 toes more so towards the front of the mat so that you can really pull that front hip back. And then just bow forward. Find the stretch. Try to square the hips, draw that front hip towards the midline. Take a full in-breath and a full out-breath. Breathe into the stretch. On your next in-breath, rise up as flat back. And we're going to transition into revolved triangle. So take your time. Lift up, find that beautiful length of the spine, and it's okay to just hold here. If you can, begin to rotate the torso. Use that hand to hold and bring that arm up to the sky. One more full deep breath, please. Take a full in-breath, and as you exhale, bring the hands down. Soften into that front knee, step back foot to front foot, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Cross the thumbs at the base of the feet. Sit down into a little bit of a chair. Feel the heels of your feet. Really engage into your feet. Engage the core muscles, protect the back. and then scoop and rise right up into chair pose. My thumbs are hooked. I'm squeezing an imaginary block between my thighs. This will be our plank. So really engage all the core muscles. Draw and squeeze the tush. Maybe lift all 10 toes. Can you see your toes? Look down and see. Good. Sink down maybe a little bit more. Rock onto those heels. And then 15 seconds. Breathe. Or you can lift out at any time. Really feel that fire. Really hug. Re-engage what disengages. And then on an in-breath, rise up, palms together above the head. And exhale down to the heart. Release the hands out, spin the palms open, and take 2 centering breaths. Fall right back into that intention. Full in breath, full out breath. Feel the heat, feel the sensations, feel the aliveness, and just drop into gratitude. Very gently allow yourself to open your eyes. Now let's transition into crane pose. So allow yourself, please, to sweep the arms out. Use your left leg as your standing leg. Open. Good, breathe. If you can now, take the point out of the right toe and step on those if you're on a step. Pull your shoulder blades down, engage the core muscles, and see if you can sweep that left hand to hold that outer right knee. Maybe you stay here. Really hug in. This is very stabilizing. If it feels good, sweep it back and find the twist. Working more so into the balance. Take your time, do it incrementally. And then maybe extend that right leg out. Take a full in breath and a full out breath. Really engage. And then very gently bring the head forward. Both arms back up and out, crane pose. And then very gently release. Let's roll the shoulders back. Roll the shoulders forward. Step out and just come into a nice little squat. Maybe tilt forward. Just release your back. What would feel good? And then allow yourself to transition all the way back up, however that feels good. I did a nice ragdoll, slowly coming back upright. I'm going to take a nice centering breath, close the eyes, and just feel all of the fluid, all the sensations dropping into the presence, that wonderful experiencer. And then step together. If you need, you can bring your hips forward. And we'll transition into crane pose on the other side. So find your stability, sweep the arms out. Curl the fingers under, really stretch into those wrists, although we did a good job stretching the wrists when we started. Shift onto that right foot. Point into the toe. Really adjust, engage the core muscles. Now step onto that flat step to stabilize. And we're just going to take and sweep right hand to left knee. And then open up. I'm finding it much more difficult to balance with my left leg as a standing leg. Much easier on the other side. How about you? I'm just going to be with it. And if I fall out, no big deal. Who cares? I can even keep that toe on the floor. Just work into it. One more full deep breath. Nice. As you need, drop back forward into your crane. And allow yourself to gently release down. Let's roll the shoulders back and roll the shoulders forward. I like to move knees and head with my shoulder rolls. And then very gently transition right down onto the sitting bones, please. Allow your feet to be towards the bottom of the mat. Make sure they're all the way to the bottom. We're going to rise up, bring the arms out to the side. And then slowly, chin to chest, roll down. From there, bend into each of the knees. Imprint the low back and then draw both knees, the thighs, right onto the rib cage. Tuck the chin into the hollow of the throat and just really squeeze. Maybe you draw your forehead up, maybe not. Gently bring the head down. And from there, come into full happy baby. Really imprint, shoulders down. And then bring the left foot down, keep the knee bent. Allow yourself to cross that right ankle and come right into inverted pigeon, whatever that is for you, and breathe into the stretch. I really like to bring mine into a plow pose. Soften wherever you can. And then very, very gently allow that left foot to very softly and sweetly come down. Bring the right foot down and switch sides. Take your time, take 2 breaths here. Breathe into it. Flex into your feet. Gently allow yourself to roll out and bring that right foot down, left foot down. Allow yourself to lengthen out the legs. Bring the palms beside the tailbone. Bend into one knee at a time and then press and rise up into your version of shoulder stand. For those of you who would not like to do shoulder stand, allow yourself, please, to bring the soles of the feet together and just press the inner feet towards the sternum. If you can, begin to work them up towards your forehead. And then slowly, as you compress the feet, bring them down the sternum towards the groin. For those of you that are in shoulder stand, begin to transition into plow pose. For those of you who have brought the soles of the feet together, bring your hands to your ankles and let both heels be as much in line with the groin as possible. Keep your chin tucked, but take a deep stretch through your shoulders. Really allow for that open, soften into the legs. Let them get very heavy. And just breathe into that whole body stretch. Try to keep the chin tucked in. Feel the feet begin to sink towards the earth. For those of you that are in your plow, don't forget to take a deep compression. Really enjoy it. And then in your own time, allow yourself to very gently come out. And we're going to transition into a twist onto the right. So if your feet are together, draw the heels closer to you, bring the arms to the outside, and just transition into your twist onto the right side. Allow the head to roll the opposite direction. You can take the bottom foot and place it on the upper outer thigh for a deeper twist. What feels good to you today? Begin to breathe back into that intention. Take 2 more breaths here, please. And on that third in-breath, bring the head back to neutral. Adjust arms and legs so that it's safe to draw the knees back up into the chest with the core engaged enough to do so. And then take your time and transition and take the knees over to the left, please. Maybe you roll the palms open. Maybe you just do a nice half snow angel working into the neck and arms and shoulder. We can reverse the head. And then bring the head back to neutral, please. Arms to a safe place. Engage enough core muscles to come back up. And then just hug into a nice little teeny tiny ball. And then drop back down and find just that perfect place for Shavasana. Allow legs to go up the wall. What is it that you need in this moment? Allow yourself to just be there. And begin to flow into your breath, please. Imagine a gentle, warmed blanket just covering you. And let that warmth begin to seep down into the pores of the skin and into the top layers of the muscles. And then down into the density of the bones. Feel that gentle warmth. And then into the outer or the backside muscles. And let that warmth just dissipate and release as you soften and surrender. Flow back into that intention and let that be uppermost in the back of the Shavasana. But begin to intend for a true rest in Shavasana. So soften through the facial muscles and let them all rest. And then intend for quietness. So begin to feel a sense of quietness and ease to the lower limbs, the legs, all the way to the toes. And then intend for peace and stillness, and let that be received by the heart. And as the heart settles into that intention of peace and stillness, feel all of the muscles, the lungs, the organs, all of the muscles of the upper torso just relax and yield into peace and stillness. And then intend for safety and happiness. Feel the eyes deepen into the sockets as you allow and intend for a deeper stillness. And then intend the mind to release and rest all of its busyness. And then intend to receive this refreshing, restoring Shavasana pose. Again, just intending to rest all of the mind chatter. Intending to rest in full and complete peace. Intending to rest in quiet relaxation. And intend to rest this entire day as best you can in perfect peace. Intend to rest in joy. Intend to rest in truth. Intend to rest in love. And intend to rest in light. Begin to deepen the breath and just sweep that light all the way from the feet to the crown of the head. And then release that light on the outside of the body. Just continue to breathe in light and release light. Flowing in and out of that intention. Breathe it in, breathe it out. Begin to move. Knees into the chest, rolling onto the side, and just resting again in that intention that you created at the beginning of our practice. And then draw it up to the sitting bones. Draw the palms down. Gently bow forward. Imagine a beautiful Om, just oming in the background. And just allow yourself to not even verbalize the intention, but just to be that intention. And let it reverberate throughout the sea of humanity in light and love. Namaste.